Hello, I'm Skeleton. I've hit Radiant countless times on multiple agents, and I've also peaked rank 1 on Europe. I am an experienced coach and player, and I'm basically just here to help you learn everything you need to know about Valorant. Hello, so today we're going to be looking at Chamber on Ascent. Now, honestly, this is probably Chamber's worst map. I don't know, it's a hard map for Chamber, but if you really like Chamber or you're a Chamber one trick, a Chamber main, this might help you do a little bit better on this map. Now, you know, he's not bad, it's just Cypher and Killjoy are a lot better than him, but there is still some cool shit you can do on Chamber, and I still think he is a good agent, right? I don't think it's that troll. You're not going to lose the game because you've locked in Chamber, you know? If you're good at Chamber, you can carry, so... Now, you know, when looking at Chamber, the biggest weakness with Chamber is you have no util to hold the B main push, right? This is the issue with blocking in Chamber. You know, if you put your trip mid, then, you know, you have basically nothing to play off. You have a TP, and that is it, right? So the way you want to be playing B, is usually playing pretty aggressive, you know? So you want to be trying to op when you can off. And some decent TPs is obviously, this one's quite a basic one. You can just start at market and, you know, hold the B main push. If they're omen flashing a lot, you know, maybe just wait a second for the omen flash and then peek. I see a lot of people just putting their TP here, and this is actually really bad, because when you put your TP here, you know, by the time you TP'd, a jet can dash on your head. You know, if they're rushing fast, maybe they have a brim, right, and they brimstim. So, you know, maybe even kill a guy, right, and the jet just dashes on you, and you're kind of in this weird, thing, you know, when you TP, look, you've got to pull your gun out, and then there's, flashes going off, and all sorts going on. Yeah, don't put your TP here, that's all I'm saying. If you want a place to put your TP, this is obviously, really good. You lose this, space, but, you know, you can peek early B-man like this, you know, you can get aggressive on this wall. And my favourite TP, if I am playing Chamber, is this one, which is, you know, pretty similar, but just it's safer, right? So you end up inside, so you can play it off this, you know. So start of the round, the barrier drops, you can push in like this, maybe you kill one, TP, play lane if you want. Play anywhere, you know, after you've TP'd here. This TP is probably the better TP out of the TPs that you can do. You know, the good thing about Chamber is you can get very aggressive, right? So, you know, you can get super aggressive on B, you know, you might see it's clear, and you can just sit up here. It's the weirdest off angle ever. You know, if anyone's coming around on B main, who's aiming up there, you know, you're aiming like this, and you're just sitting up there. So, you know, you can just post up, you can post up here, and you usually get a free kill, or you can, you know, you can push through. So yeah, that TP is decent. Now, in terms of if you want to play sight, you could play a weird angle up here. You can't even do that. Nah, there's not much you can do, in terms of playing on site. If you're playing Chamber on this map, you have to play aggressive. That is what it is. Especially on B, you know, you're gonna probably, if you are playing him, you're gonna have to bring teammate with you all the time. You know, you can't solo B, it's just not gonna happen. You don't have the util. Obviously this market TP is good because you can play logs as well. You know, you play an off angle, you know, maybe play like this. But I mean, if they rush B off the rip, it's, you know, it's a long day really. You know, you can put your trips like here or something. You know, if when they're coming out, it'll hit them, but then you've got nothing for mid. So the setup you can do is, you know, you put your trip here. Maybe you have two B players, you know, the trip supporting them, and, you know, you just play mid. You know, obviously with this trip, it extends its, you know, its range covers you on A as well, so you can always put your trip here and then, you know, play on A. If you want a safe TP, this one's pretty good, you know, to peek off into short. But if you want to get aggressive on short, you want to put your TP around here. You know, you can maybe you peek this, you don't see anyone. You know, you want to walk up. This TP is a lot better. If you're playing on A side, you know, you can do a TP through this wall. Play on top gen if you want. Here, if you want to play under, you know, you can either put it here or you can, you know, just put your TP heaven, right. Play on site. You know, maybe try kill one, kill two. If you're up there, play an off angle up here. Again, you're probably gonna get flashed, but it's, you know, it catch people off guard. And then, you know, if you're pushing A, you can even put a TP like up here like this, right? So, you know, you peek, you know, maybe you kill one, TP, and you got a nice little off angle. Or you can just sit and play wine, right? If you want to push deep into main, this is like a TP I'll do quite a lot. Obviously you peek main, maybe you don't see anyone. This TP just covers you the whole way as you're pushing. I think what other TPs are really. That's the problem with, you know, chamber on Ascent, is there isn't like a variety of like things you can do. Like there's certain plays, certain set pushes and plays you can do. The one thing you need to do when you're playing him on this map is you need to be mixing up your positions, because you're limited, right? On B, like the B main stuff you can do is limited, right? The positions you can actually play on B are pretty limited, like, because you don't have util to play off. On mid, like, you know, you've got this TP, maybe you can do a TP like here. Problem with this one is, you know, you're gonna get stuck, right? You know, on mid, like, there's that, and then, you know, maybe you can put a TP here, right? There's not that much options, so it's about mixing it up, trying to read the enemies and making sure you are where they're coming, and trying to find picks with the op preferably. So you know, maybe just like peeking short. Playing a lot of mid is really good. And you have to play aggressive. You know, you can't play this like a Cypher or a Killjoy. You know, you have to play aggressive, and you have to be trying to get entries and make up for the fact that your B hold is going to be really weak, and, you know, even your A hold is going to be, you know, weaker. You know, your defense in general is a lot weaker when you're locking in a chamber on this map, and most maps, to be fair. Now, you know, your job on attack as Sentinel in general is obviously to be lurking, to be trying to find entries, kill rotators, being really annoying. You know, that is your job, and making sure you're covering the flank. So if you're playing like towards mid and A, like a good trip is this one. The reason why you want your trip in the middle is just it's a little bit harder to smoke, right? It's a bit awkward, and yeah, it's harder to smoke. You know, if you're putting it in this corner, they can smoke it. Say if it's like over here or something, or like behind this, you know. So keeping it in the middle, like, obviously it's easier to break, but then you know it's broken. Yeah, I don't know, I prefer it in the middle. It's kind of a preference thing. In terms of mid, like, obviously you can just put your TP like here, or you can put it here, right, and you can peek mid. Or what you can do, you know, if you know that they're up in mid, maybe they're testing it a lot. When the barrier drops, put your TP up here, and you know, you got like a nice little off angle. And put pressure on mid. Another thing that you can do is, you know, when the barrier drops on A, you can run down and you can put your TP here, right? And you can come back, you know, take mid, lurk down short, and you've got like a nice TP for short, right? You know, you clear this, and now you're in your TP range, which is great. Clear this, you know, it's gonna be a late lurk. You know, your team are probably gonna be already out on A. You're gonna have a late lurk, and you've got a nice TP. You know, and then when you do need to TP, you're back in main to help your team. So that's actually a really strong one. I like that one a lot. And for B, like, if you're taking B main, this one's really good. Covers everything. Again, you know, for B, it depends if the server's shock darting. You know, if the server's shock darting B main a lot, then you want your trip here or here. But if he's not, you know, you can just play it like this. And this just stops the B main guy being able, you know, if your trip's here, right, the B main guy can walk up and can see into link. You know, same if it's there, right? You can walk up and see into link. So you want your trip to kind of be in places where it's going to stop them being able to see, and, you know, you can even put it like here. Obviously it looks troll, like your teammates might be like, why is the chamber put the trip there? But it is actually like a better position than if you're putting it against this wall. And yeah, you know, you can take B main, and, you know, say if you're doing a B rush, the best TP is, you know, you just slap it here, and it covers literally everything where you're going to be going on B. If you want to go logs, then, you know, you actually can put it here to the right, and you can run out. Just think about your pathing, where you're going to be going, how you want to push. If you are going with your team, you're peeking links out of the round, you can just put it there. And then, yeah, like, there isn't anything like super crazy you can do on chamber, like on this map. It's just about trying to find picks, kill the rotators, find first bloods, and just not being scared, you know, get aggressive and fight. Like, that is literally it for chamber on Ascent. I wouldn't recommend him unless you're like a die-hard chamber player. On this map, I wouldn't say he's that good, but if you do want to play it, that is the type of stuff, you know, you need to be implementing. Just switching up your positions, making sure you've got an op like as soon as possible, and just trying to find as many first bloods as possible. So yeah, that's it really for chamber on Ascent.